Statistics can be referred to numerical data, that is something like a company's average return for the past 20 years. It can also refer to methods of collecting, classifying, analyzing, and interpreting numerical data. So this is really important. Collect data in a right way, classify them under the recognized sector through which we can analyze this data and then interpret the result post analysis of data. So statistical methods provide a powerful set of tools for making decisions in business and other fields. So statistics involves two different processes. One is describing set of data. So describing statistical methods can be used. Descriptive statistical method can be used to describe the important aspects of data set that has been collected, and then drawing conclusions, that is interpretation of this data. In statistics, we wish to analyze the result of data, but the information is vast and it might be extremely time consuming and expensive to collect all the data. So it's always important to go with sampling. So we require a practical solution, and that is the reason we try to do sampling. We don't collect all the data, we try to collect only the sample. So a population consists of the entire set of objects, observation or scores that have something in common. It comprises every possible member of the specified group. So we've taken an example above where we are trying to analyze the age of the tennis ball. So in the example above, the population of tennis ball consists of every possible tennis ball that tennis ball consists of, every possible tennis ball that has been manufactured in the world. So that is my set of data. The entire universe of tennis ball being manufactured in world from day 0 till today. But definitely it's not possible to collect each and every tennis ball which has been manufactured. So what we'll do, we'll go with the sampling. Another example of population might be defined as all males between age of 15 and 18 years. So when I say all male for between the age 15 and 18 years, again, this is an infinite kind of universe, because we'll get X number of people worldwide in this particular age group. So a sample is a subset of population. A sample is considered of some of the members of the population. Since it is usually impractical or too expensive or too time consuming to test every member of the population, a sample from the population is typically the best approach available to describe the population. In our example above, a sample might be a selection of, say, 1000 tennis balls of various makes collected from different sources. So that can be simple, 1000 tennis balls from different sources. We cannot take sample from same source, otherwise it will give us the biased return. We cannot be fooled by the word population. It does not necessarily refer to people. As you saw above, we can have population of tennis ball. A population can consist of anything living or not. So population is the universe, the data set we are talking about. It's not about people. Although population are often vast, they can be of manageable size. For example, the population of even number between 1 and 9 could comprise the number 2, 4, 6, and 8. In this case, it is possible to sample the entire population and get accurate result. This is rare, and for our purpose, population can generally be considered to be vast. In general, the bigger the sample and the better your results will be, because you're taking more item from the population for analysis. However, this point can present difficulties, as you will see when we study variance and standard deviation later. The idea would be to select a sample that is representative of the population. That is, a sample that takes into account the extreme samples, that takes into the account the extremes of both the sides. Some population are only hypothetical, considered an experiment, interested in possibility effectiveness of a new teaching method for reading. He or she might define a population as the reading achievement scores that would result in all 6-year-olds in US were taught with this new method. This population is hypothetical in the sense that there is not a group of students who have been taught using the new method. the population consists of the scores that would have been obtained if they were taught with this method. So population is hypothetical, and it says that population consists of scores that would have obtained if these students were taught with this method. We have a big group of data called population, a smaller group called samples. Each of them have value associated with them, such as average of all value in a sample and average of all population values. So these values have names. Value from a population are called parameter, and value from sample are called statistics. This is very important. Value from the population are called parameter. Value from sample are called statistics. So a parameter is a numerical quantity measuring some aspect of the population of scores. For example, the mean is measure of central tendency. Greek letters are used to designate parameters. Parameters are rarely known and are usually estimated by statistics computed in samples. Populations can have many parameters. Population can have many parameters, but investment analysts are generally concerned with a few, such as mean return or the standard deviation of this return. So there's some parameters on which we'll focus a lot, because those are the parameters based on which we'll try to interpret the data. Estimates of this parameter taken from the sample are called statistics. Much of the field of statistics is devoted to drawing inferences from samples concerning the value of the population parameters. Inferential statistics generally requires that sampling be random, although some type of sampling to make sample as representation of the population as possible by choosing the sample to resemble the population on the most important characteristics. A typical statistical procedures defines the population and identify the parameter of interest, draws a sample from the population, determines the corresponding statistics of the sample and uses it to estimate the parameter of the population. Measurement scales. Measurement is the assignment of the number to objects or events in systematic fashion. To choose the appropriate statistical methods for summarizing and analyzing data, we need to distinguish between different measurement scales or level of measurement. To start with, nominal scale. So nominal measurement represents the weakest level of measurement. It consists of assigning items to groups or categories. No quantitative information is conveyed and no ordering of the item is implied. Nominal scales are therefore qualitative rather than quantitative. Religious preferences, race, sex, all are examples of nominal scale. Another example is portfolio manager categorized as value or growth style will have a scale of 1 for value and 2 for growth. Frequency distribution are usually used to analyze data measured on nominal scale. The main statistics computed is the mode. Variable measured on nominal scale are often referred to as categorical or qualitative variables. The point worth noting is the main statistics which we use for nominal scale is mode. Next is the ordinal scale. So measurement in an ordinal scale are categorized. The various measurements are then ranked in their categories. Measurement with ordinal scale are ordered in the sense that higher number represent higher values. However, the interval between the numbers are not necessarily equal.